2022 Primary Schools Kweyol Spelling Bee competition. Jeudi jour nous kat Chen Spelling Bee competition à l'Alliance française pour l'école primary à Dominique. Et puis nous avons 6 participants à la compétition là. Oh, 5 participants. Kweyol Spelling Bee competition qui a encouragé ces enfants-là pour lire, pour épeler, pour parler Kweyol là, et puis encourager eux pour comprendre meilleur et puis pour apprécier meilleur la langage Kweyol Dominique. Moi, je remercie bon Dieu parce que nous ne pouvons pas faire rien sans bon Dieu. Et puis, c'est bon Dieu qui a nous la vie et puis la force pour nous faire ça nous n'y pour faire. So I thank God for life and for all the grace He gives us every day to do what He wants us to do. I want to thank the members of KEC, the Ministry of Education, the Cultural Division, for the great effort which we have all put into planning and preparing for this event, and in a special way to thank Charlene White Christian for her outstanding personal efforts in helping to prepare for this event. The event forms part of KEC's 40th anniversary celebration, so KEC has been around for a very long time. We are now working on a new Creole dictionary, and with God's help, we're hoping that soon enough we should be completing the dictionary. The French Embassy in St. Lucia has just approved a KEC project to create a publication to assist with the teaching of the Kweyol language. And today, together with the Experience Kweyol program on DBS and Kewana Fountain, KEC is launching Mo Kweyol, or Kweyol Word, on DBS, on Experience Kweyol. That feature will be held every day, Monday to Friday, on the Experience Kweyol program at about 2:25 p.m. So you can listen out for it this afternoon. We are now hoping that together with the Ministry of Education, we can build on further inclusion of the language, the Kweyol language in our schools, in our national curriculum, and give greater exposure and promotion to this beautiful language of ours. And in that way, we will be helping to further ensure that the language will be around for a very long time to come. So on behalf of KEC, I want to thank all the partners and sponsors who have assisted us in making this competition possible: Ministry of Education, the Cultural Division, La Francophonie, the Alliance Française, Creole Heartbeat, Fine Foods, Jay's Limited, and Flow. I thank our judges, our moderator, our host, Ophelia, for consenting to assist us with the Kweyol Spelling Bee competition. I continue to urge both government and private sector to continue to invest in the preservation and development of our Kweyol language, and to also continue to recognize the importance of the language in our lives and cultural expressions in Dominica, and in that way help to build a greater sense of national identity and pride. I encourage all Dominicans, especially the young people, to speak the Kweyol whenever the opportunity arises. In that way, we will be helping to preserve our traditions and help keep alive a very vital part of our culture. In closing, I want to wish all the 5 competitors well and wish you every success in the competition. Remember that as participants, you are already winners. So I congratulate you for being part of an event that promotes our Kweyol language and also our heritage and culture. Welcome again, everyone, and enjoy the competition. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Lawrence. I'm supposed to wipe the mic. That's one. I have to wipe that one too? I've never done that in my life, so. And my podium. COVID ni nou, baba. Okay. I don't know how often Ms. White Christian will bring me one. So I will keep this one. Oh, okay. So I need to tell you that if you agree with me that Mr. Lawrence's voice continues to be one of the treasures that we have in this nature aisle, that you put your hands together one more time for him. Woo! Now, if you look at him, you wouldn't know it's Mr. Lawrence at all. I love that humility. I'm trying to emulate it. I'm not sure I'm there yet, but fantastic, Mr. Lawrence. Thank you for reminding us of all of the good things that you have done in the past and that you still continue to do. You can do what you want. You remain a very special person to Dominica, to our culture, to our cultural expression, and we are hearing that there are new things in the pipeline around you. And so all those of us who are smart will continue to try to be just like you or a little bit different, but not very different. I'm going to call on a gentleman who has stepped in the big shoes that you left at the Cultural Division. So he is our Chief Cultural Officer, a musician, and many other things that we are discovering nowadays. Mr. Ulson Matthew, Chief Cultural Officer, acting.
Merci, Ophélia. Travailler éducation, KEC, et division Kilti. Tous ces teachers, tous ces étudiants, médias, tout le monde qui a écouté et regardé. Bonjour et bienvenue à Kweyol Spelling Bee pour Nani Sala. Il a fait moi content, car mon plaisir pour ces jeunes qui savent parler, lire et écrire Kweyol, plus passer moi-même. C'est ce que je pour cause. Bad boy, vous baillez, s'il vous plaît. COVID-19, nous comment important qu'il est. Si pas pour musique et danser, nous sommes fou à Dominique. Nous n'y pouvons pas ça fort. Même quand la rage là, nous ne pouvons pas perdre ça. Montano lo power court tradition qui est mort, comme si c'est hier yo commencé mort. Pour regarder, ça a découragé les jeunes monde. Et si nous cherchons yo que quitter plus vite. Ça c'est là nous péquenia hier con. Ça nous ni pour faire, nous et ces monde qui viennent avant nous, c'est travailler ensemble pour changer nos vivants. Et nous pas à faire ça séparé. Pour ça, mon cas dit Kweyol Heartbeat, NCC et tous les autres, bon merci pour travailler ça, pour travailler nous. Mon cas espérer dictionnaire à hot kek, et rêve moi c'est pour voir à toute l'école à Dominique. Mais pas dans mon cas espérer, mon cas servi dictionnaire à hot Jamal La Fontaine, parce que j'ai là, nous cas ani bâti. Nous tous savons la gage là, t'es qu'à goyer à tant longtemps. On écoute chanson pour espérer à Kweyol, et vers auquetan koumaïté avant. Mon cas répété, solution c'est pour nous travailler ensemble. Pas pour nous seulement, ça plus gros passer nous. Mais pour ça qui vient après nous. Et bien ça pas pour dire il pas yon l'eau, on tant monde qui a supporté travail nous. Nous apprécions ça. Mon cas dit travail division Kilti, merci aussi pour travail pour compétition ça là. Mais aujourd'hui nous ca célébrer ces jeunesses et va encourager yo continuer faire bon. Et va nous toutes qui préserver la langage créole là. Nous ca dit ces teachers merci aussi. Mon cas souhaite toutes ces légions bonne chance. Cody Gregory Rabes, merci au pile, merci au lot, merci au chai.
That's the first time I heard Mr. Matthew speak Creole to that extent. Give him another round of applause, please. Ça veut dire qu'on est grand soulier aussi. OK. Merci en pile pour tout ça, Mouché Matthew. Ou qu'a fait manger haché créole moyen laïe. Merci en pile. At this point, it is again another honor this time to welcome on our podium, to our podium, our permanent secretary in the Ministry of Education. I hope she gives us at least one phrase in Creole. I am speaking about, and on your applause, Mrs. Chandler Hyacinth.
Merci, Madame Oliver Che. Marie. Bonjour tout le monde. It is my pleasure to say good morning, and to all here in particular, I just want to recognize our host and chairperson, Mrs. Oliver Che Marie. I want to recognize the presence of Mr. Raymond Lawrence, the head of KEC, Mr. Raymond Lawrence, our Chief Education Officer, Dr. Jeffrey Blaise, and all our education personnel here present. I also want to recognize the moderator for the spelling competition, Mrs. Sonia Akpa, Coulson Matthew, our Chief Cultural Officer, acting. I want to recognize you, sir. I cannot follow you with the patois, you and Mr. Lawrence, but I will put in one or two words here and there. We want to welcome all our participants, our teachers, our schools, all those who have partnered with us in this activity, the media present here, and all other members, all other persons listening or viewing via social media. Good morning. As we celebrate our Creole heritage in this Creole spelling competition, the Ministry of Education continues to provide support and opportunities to develop Creole language among our schools and among our students. So we want to thank all those schools who have trained students and they are here representing today. Thank you for your participation. My only disappointment is we should have more schools here present. If we are to promote the Creole language among our students, we want to encourage all our schools to participate in events such as these. It is through events such as these that we help to promote the language. The Ministry of Education supports wholeheartedly the promotion of the Creole language in our schools. And we use every opportunity, we embrace every opportunity that is available to us to encourage the promotion of our cultural heritage, not just the language. And we have done a lot of work with KEC in terms of preparing the curriculum, preparing our guides, preparing what it is that we need to use in our schools to support instruction in Creole language. And contrary to sometimes what is said in the media, the Ministry of Education does support the furtherance of the Creole language within the education system. The language can be used in instruction. It can be used as a means of communication, and we will continue to contribute to the survival of this, our cultural heritage, our use of the Creole language. We encourage the use of words. We encourage our students to get familiar with whether they are nouns or verbs or phrases, short stories. We continue to encourage those within the school system, as we see it as our responsibility to elevate the language and make it be more important to us as we seek to continue, as we contribute to the survival for generations, the language, its use, and how we promote it in instruction. Its uniqueness can be promoted and is promoted in our songs, in our literature, at events at our schools. The impact of our mother tongue in the Dominican heritage and culture is recognized. And we want to place on record our deepest appreciation to Keck for all the work that you have been doing with us in promoting the Creole language, especially through Mrs. Charlene Christian White. She has been the white Christian, not Christian White, white Christian. She has mainly been the main mover and shaker, the main person behind promoting Creole language in our schools. And this morning, we want to recognize Mrs. White Christian and give her a round of applause for all her efforts. Thank you, Mrs. White Christian, and the team who assist you every time and in all functions. Thank you to you as well for your support and your participation. I also want to say thank you to the schools who have been here, who are here today for participation. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup pour venir ici et pour participer à la Creole language competition. Nous. I cannot make full sentences, but I can put some words here and there. So thank you to the schools, and we want to use this medium as well to encourage our schools. And if whenever we have activities like these, that we should make more effort to participate. We should make more effort to participate because we want our young ones to understand the language. We want them to practice the language. We want them to get to know about the language so that they can enjoy the beauty of the language too as well. As we continue with today's activities, we want to thank all those who helped to organize this activity. We want to thank all those who have contributed in terms of other ways towards this activity, those who have contributed, whether it's in terms of prizes or snacks or in all other ways. We want to thank you. And I want to use this opportunity as well to wish all our students success as they participate in today's activity. We want to wish all the participants every success. We know that within education, we have a responsibility to support and promote this aspect of our culture because we recognize its importance. We are providing encouragement for our students. We are giving them exposure to the language so that they can use it and practice it. And also we are promoting pride in our culture, pride in our cultural tradition, pride in our heritage. So we want to say thank you to all for participating today. And thank you to the judges who have volunteered to be here today. And we wish every success on today's function. Merci. Merci au pile. And have a good day.
Merci en pile, Madame Hyacinth. Merci en l'eau. Merci en chai. Can we say all of that together, everybody? Merci en pile. Merci en l'eau. Merci en chai. Put your hands together for yourselves. Woo woo! Okay, it is almost time for me to vacate for a while so that the Kweyol Spelling Bee competition can take place. If you listened, you will hear that Mr. Lawrence said that this is our 12th annual primary school's Kweyol Spelling Bee competition. So there have been 11. I think Ms. White Christian is trying to set you up in the order in which you will appear. I have on the paper here that the first school is Atkinson Primary. Am I correct? Yes. So they will be here. The second chair. The second school is the Christian Union Primary. The third school is St. Luke's Primary. The fourth school is Woodford Hill Primary. And the fifth school is the Penville Primary. And I am the number only before the one. Delia? Okay. Thank you so much for relieving me of that one. They were going to give me another big job, but as this is pro bono, they cannot, you know. I see Dr. Bliss scratch his head. Okay, I need to tell you that the chief judge is here. Is she going to be chief judge? She's still chief judge, but she is the one who will be reading the rules of the competition, because that has to happen every time. I will tell you about a line I saw, depending on how she treats it, because it is, okay, let me not say anymore. But before she takes on, that is Ms. Delia Coffey Weeks, I just need to tell you who the representatives of the various schools are. Radhika Frederick is from Atkinson Primary. Samuel Innocent is from the Christian Union Primary. Lama Sabroch is from St. Luke's Primary. Peniel Nogaus. Did I get that? Tell me then. Nogais? Okay, it is Peniel Nogais, and he is from the Woodford Hill Primary. And from Penfield Primary, we have Kia Robert. With no S at the end, okay? Robert. So at this point, it is an honor for me to ask Ms. Coffey Weeks to come forward and read for you all of the rules. Pay attention, take a note, just in case you need clarification afterwards. Delia White Christian. Delia Coffey Weeks, and I could be arrested. Delia Coffey Weeks.
Good morning, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. So I'm going to read you the competition rules. There will be 20 rounds in this competition. This means that each child will have the opportunity to spell 20 words. Each student will be expected to spell one word in each round. Spellers will be required to come up to the microphone to spell the given word. The moderator will call the word from a prepared list. When a word is directed at a speller, the speller may request from the moderator the meaning of the word. Every word directed at a speller will be called twice. A word may be repeated at the request of the speller before spelling the word. A word that is incorrectly spelled cannot be passed on to another speller. The moderator must provide the correct spelling of each word. There should be no prompting, writing, or gesticulation of any kind between the student and the audience while the competition is in process. A student is allowed a maximum of 30 seconds in which to spell the word after pronouncing the word. In the event of a tie, the moderator will direct a number of familiar and unfamiliar words to each competitor in an effort to break the tie. Once the competitor misspells a word, he or she will be automatically eliminated. The familiar words will be used first, and if the tie remains unbroken, then the moderator will direct a list of unfamiliar words to the students in an effort to break the tie. The school obtaining the highest score will be declared the winner. The moderator will use syllabic division in pronouncing the word. Only standard Kweyol spelling will be accepted. All accents must be indicated when spelling words with accents. Spellers will be awarded 2 points for each correctly spelled word. There should be silence during the competition when the word is given to a student and during the time which the word is being spelled. A speller who has begun spelling a word may stop and start over and correct the spelling from the beginning if necessary. However, if a contestant has already completed spelling the word, he or she will not be allowed to start over and respell the word. If spelling is not audible to officials, the word will be considered incorrectly spelled. So students, make sure that you speak clearly and loudly so that the judges can hear what you're saying. All rules must be read aloud before the beginning of the contest. The moderator and judges are in complete charge of the competition. All chaperones must make their queries or protests immediately. All queries must be legitimate and of sound reasoning and should be presented before the end of the round. So if you think that your child has spelled a word, do not wait until the end of that round to say, but that is what we had on our list or whatever. If you are contesting, do it immediately. No protest will be entertained. No protest will be entertained. At the end of the round or after the competition, decisions are final. Full stop. So you've already heard whom the competitors are, and I would just like the opportunity to introduce you to your judges for today. The judges are from this end of the table, Mrs. Janita Harrigan, Mr. Carlton Henry, Miss Stephanie Barvin, Mrs. Stephanie Barron, Chief Judge, Mrs. Delia Coffey Wicks, and the moderator, word caller, Mrs. Sonia Akpa. Please make them feel appreciated by giving them a warm round of applause.
Thank you so very much. At this point, we'd like to welcome our word caller, our moderator, Ms. Sonia Magloire Akpa. Your applause. She'll stay there. Okay, Ms. I was going to say white Christian this time. Ms. Magloire Akpa is going to retain her seat. But if you can stand, Mrs. Akpa, so they can see you. And she's en vêtement créole. À nous bailler la main. Woo! Okay, can I ask those of you who applauded to applaud again for those who did not? Thank you. That is so much nicer. So please pay attention, you competitors, contestants, so that the best person or the best school wins. I notice the rules say that it is the best school that we are choosing and not necessarily the best student. But we know how that is. When our school wins, we all win. And this time, every student represents every one of our schools. Isn't that right? Come, let's have it for them. Whose mic is this, please?
Okay, bonjour tout le monde. Nous allons commencer. Students, I would like to remind you of a few of the rules. I will call every word twice. I will call every word twice. The word may be repeated if you so request, but before you spell the word. If you ask for the word again before you spell the word, I will repeat it. If you have already started spelling the word, you cannot ask for me to repeat it. Remember that, please. And please repeat the word before you start spelling and after you spell it. Okay? So before you start spelling, you say the word. When you finish spelling, you say the word again. Understood? Okay. Nous allons commencer actuellement. Écoutez bien. So our first student, your word is happy. Happy.
Happy. H-A H-A-P-E accent acute.
Bon. Okay. Second student, was it? Oh, okay. Remember, you said to repeat the word before you spell it and after you spell it, please. Okay, remember that, please. Okay, our second student. Your word is suwi. Suwi.
Suwi. S-U-W-E accent a graph.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's incorrect. Okay, the word is suwi. It's S-O-U-W-I. S-O-U-W-I. Suwi. Okay? All right, our next student. Your word is mush. Mush.
Mush. M-O-U-C-H. Mush.
Bon. Okay, our next student. Your word is fâché. Fâché.
Fâché. F-A-C-H-E with an acute accent.
Bon. Next student. Your word is goûter. Goûter.
Goûter. G-O-U-T-E with an acute accent. Goûter.
Bon. Okay. We're moving along to round 2. Your word is listwe. Listwe.
Listwe. L-I-S-T-W-E accent grave. Listwe.
Bon. Next student. And your word is hazier. Hazier.
H-A-Z-Y-E accent acute.
Bon, remember to repeat the word. Repeat the word before you start spelling, and when you finish, you repeat the word. Okay, remember that. Say the word before you start spelling it, and when you finish, repeat the word. Okay? All right, our next student. And your word is infime. Infime.
Infime. E-N-F-I-M. Infime.
Bon. Our next student. Your word is bonnet. Bonnet.
Bonnet. B-O-N-N-E with a grave accent. Bonnet.
Bon. Next student. Antwe. Antwe.
Antwe. A-N-T-W-E with an acute accent. Antwe.
Bon. We're moving to round 3. Fourchette. Fourchette.
Fourchette. F-O-U-C-H-E accent grave T.
Bon. Okay, your word is division. Division.
Division.
D-I-V-I-S-O. A grave accent N.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Division is D-I. It's D-I-V-I-Z-Y-O-N. Division. Okay, Lamar, your word is malvente. Malvente.
Malvant. Malvant. M-A-L-V-A-N-T. Malvant.
Bon. Okay, next student. Your word is calotte. Calotte.
Calotte. K-A-L-O with a grave accent T. Calotte.
Bon. Next student, your word is gagner. Gagner.
Gagner. G-E-N-Y-E with a grave accent. Gagner.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's gagner. It's G-E-N-Y-E-N. Okay, we're moving along to round 4. Examiner. Examiner.
Examine. E accent grave. G Z-A-M-I-N-E accent acute.
Bon. Samuel, your word is in your way. In your way.
In your way. I-N-W-O-Y-E. Acute accent N.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's I-N-Y-O-W-E acute. In your way. Okay, what do you have? Somebody's protesting? Yeah.
Bring up the list, please.
Let me see your list.
Bring up the list.
Okay? All right. All right, it's...
What happened?
All right, okay, it's okay, so we're moving along. Your word is, Lama, augmenter. Augmenter.
Augmenter. O accent grave avec O-A-G-M-A-N-T-E accent acute avec I-A. Augmenter.
Bon. Okay. All right. Okay, moving along. L'oublier. L'oublier.
L'oublier. L-O-N-B-L-I-Y with a acute accent. L'oublier.
Bon. Okay, Kia. Débarrasser. Débarrasser.
Débarrasser. D-E with an acute accent. B-W-A-R-R-A-S-S-E-R. SE with an acute accent. Debawase.
Sorry, it's incorrect. You left out an A. It's Debawase. D-E acute, B-A-W-A-S-E acute. Okay, and I have been asked to call back our second student, Samuel, to give him another word. Because the word that was given was not on the list. Okay, so Samuel, you're getting a new word. Écoutez bien. Obéissant. Obéissant.
Obéissant. O-B-E-Y-I-S-E acute accent N.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Obéissant is O-B-E acute I-S-A-N. Obéissant. We're moving to round 5. Kawem. Kawem.
Kawem. K-A-W-E Axaguav N-M.
Sorry, it's incorrect. There is no accent on the E. It's Kawem. It's K-A-W-E-N-M. Kawem. There's no accent. Okay, second student. Your word is banan. Banan.
Banan. B-A-N-N-A-N. Banan.
Sorry, you left out a letter. Banan is B-A-N-N-A-N-N. Banan. Kaban. Kaban.
Kaban. K-A-B-A-N-N. Kaban.
Bon. Next student. Carnel. Carnel.
Carnel. K-A-N. You figure of accent L. Carnel.
Sorry, that's incorrect. You left out an N. It's Carnel. It's K-A-N-N-E grav L. Carnel. Next student. Deme. Deme.
Deme. D-E-N-M-E-N. Deme.
Bon. Okay, we're moving along to round 6. And their word is gêner. Gêner.
Gene. J-E-N-N-E-N.
Bon. Remember, again, repeat the word before you spell and after you spell, okay? Boaden. Boaden.
Boaden. B-W-A. Accent. Agraph. D-E. Accent acute N.
Sorry, that's incorrect. There is no accent on the A. It's Boaden. It's B-W-A-D-E-N-N. Changement. Changement.
Changement. CHANJMAN. Changement.
Bon. Next student. Precaution. Precaution.
Precaution. P-O. Precaution. P-O-K-O-S-Y-O-N. Precaution.
Bon. Next student. Chimé. Chimé.
Chime. CHIMEN. Chime.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's chimé, not chimé. 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 T-J-I-M-E-N. Chimé. Moving to round 7. Commandé. Commandé.
Kumade. K-O-U-M-A-N-D-E. Accent acute. Kumade.
Bon. Your word is chiffonné. Chiffonné.
Chiffonné. CHIFFOUME. Accent acute.
That's incorrect. Chiffonné is C-H-I-F-O-N-N-E-N. Condition. Condition.
Condition. K-O-N-D-I-S-Y-O-N. Condition.
Bon. Next student. Voisin. Voisin.
Voisin. V-W-A-Z-I-N. Voisin.
Bon. Gouvernement. Gouvernement.
Gouvernement. G-O-U-V-E. Grave accent L-M-A-N. Gouvernement.
Bon. Moving along to round 8. Chantuelle. Chantuelle.
Chantwell. C-H-A-N-T-W-E. Accent grave L.
Bon. Découvert. Découvert.
Découvert. D-E-C-O-U-V-E.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Découvert is D-E acute, K-O-U-V-E grave. Découvert. Nané. Nané.
Nane. N-A-N-N-E, accent acutale ia, nane.
Bon. Next student. Natty well. Natty well.
Natiwell. N-A-T-I-W-E for graph accent, L Natiwell.
Bon. Bon. Kia, your word is brogodo. Brogodo.
Brogodo. B-R-O-G-O-D-O-W. Brogodo.
Bon. Wrong 9. Batem. Batem.
Batem. B-A-T-E, AXA Guav N-M.
Sorry, that's incorrect. There's no accent. Batem is B-A-T-E-N-M. Batem. Next student. Shime. Shime.
Shime. C-H-I-M-E-N.
Bon. Next student. Benyen. Benyen.
Benyen. B-E-N-Y-E-N. Benyen.
Bon. Next student. Pendant. Pendant.
Pendant. P-A-N-D-A-N. Pendant.
Bon. Toloma. Toloma.
Toloma. T-O-L-O-M-A-N. Toloma.
Bon. Moving along. Round 10. 2 more rounds before intermission. Le gym. Le gym.
Legim. L-A-G-I-N-M. Legim.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Le gym is L-E acute D-J-I-M. Le gym. Okay, your word is veine. Veine.
Vein. V-E accent agraph. V-E accent agraph. N.
That's incorrect. Veine is V-E-N. V-E-N-N. Domniche.
D-O-N-M-N-I-T-J-E-N. Domniche.
Bon. Hawanso. Hawanso.
Hawanso. Hawanso with a graph accent. Hawanso.
Bon. Wayayay. Wayayay.
Wayayay. W-A-Y-A-Y-A-Y. Wayayay.
Bon. Okay, round 11. Méchanceté. Méchanceté.
Méchanceté. M-A-Y-C-H-A-T-E accent acute.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Méchanceté. M-E acute. C-H-A-N-S-T-E acute. Méchanceté. Découragé. Découragé.
Découragé. Découragé. Découragé.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Découragé. D-E acute. K-O-U-W-A-J-E acute. Découragé. Naturellement. Naturellement.
Naturellement. N-A-T-W-E accent guavale I-A-L-M-A-N. Naturellement.
Bon. Enfouillant. Enfouillant.
Repeat again, please.
Enfouillant.
Enfouillant. A-N-F-W-E with a good accent. Y-A-N. Enfouillant.
Bon. Emmerdant. Emmerdant.
Emmerdant. A-M-W-E with a grave accent. D-A-N. Emmerdant.
I'm sorry, you have an error. Emmerdant is A-N-M-E grave W-D-A-N. Emmerdant. I think it's time for intermission. Is this Christian?
Yes,
Yeah?
it is. Yes.
Okay, we have a 15-minute break for you to catch your breath. Okay, so 15 minutes intermission, and then we come back to continue with round 12. Thank you very much. Merci en pile, merci en l'eau, merci en chai. in an orderly fashion. So first we have the students, the competitors.
This is DBS Radio, spécial bon après-midi. C'est bon après-midi, et bien bonjour. C'est bonjour toujours, tout suite, c'est après-midi. Nekadi and spécial bon après-midi. Special good afternoon to all those tuned into DBS Radio. At this time, welcome. If you have just joined us, we welcome you to the airwaves of DBS Radio. And if you've been here for the past hour or so, we are happy that you have joined us on the broadcast at Alliance Française de la Dominique on Emsall Road as we bring you the primary school's Kweyol Spelling Bee competition brought to you by the Cultural Division and the Comité pour Études Kweyol KEC right here at Alliance Française. And as you heard it, we are now having an intermission, a short break, 15-minute break, so that the children, students and teachers, other officials here can, munch on something, drink some water or drink some juice, some brief, refreshments here for them. So once again, we welcome you all to DBS, and you've heard it, you've seen it. We are live streaming as well, live on Facebook, so you could have seen the students spelling the words in Creole, and very entertaining, very impressive, I must say so far. First round of the primary school's Kweyol Spelling Bee competition. They are doing very well. They have done very well. And we would like to encourage them to continue, encourage the parents to continue to, support the students, support the children in learning Creole, reading Creole, and appreciating the Creole language. Miriam and Jamasha, Zoé Pukozo. Jamasha, où écrit toutes ces mots?
Ces mots, moi t'ai essayé écrire tous ces mots et ben on dit à moi ouais monsieur Kweyol bien ouais de pour écrire.
C'est vrai petit ancien nous quand nous pandi c'est un langage à niveau parler au chimère mais c'est un langage qui bien bien structuré, c'est bien organisé. Il y a accent grave, il y a accent aigu, il y a plusieurs manières pour ça, pour ça connaître code langage là, pour ça apprendre, pour ça connaître pour écrire avec moi pour prononcer. Miriam?
Oui, il n'est pas toujours facile pour savoir si on mot ni DN aussi ni accent, parce qu'un mot il y a une prononciation qui proche. Et nous avons aujourd'hui ça c'est difficulté à ces élèves là cani. Et puis, il a épelé ces mots. Alors, c'est une bonne compétition qui a continué. Et il a travaillé, il a essayé.
Yes, they are. I mean, based on what we've seen so far, the children, they have worked very hard. I'm pretty sure that they took some time to practice.
Bien préparé pour aujourd'hui, bien préparé.
That is so correct, Jamasha. They had some time. I'm pretty sure that they were given the list of words. Maybe not. They were not aware of which words would be selected for them to spell this afternoon today. But they were given a list of words, a pool of words where they could practice all of them and prepare for this competition here today. So I must say that they have been doing very well, very impressive stuff so far from the children. And so far, who is in the lead?
Alors.
L'école Saint-Luc.
L'école primaire Saint-Luc en première place.
Pour l'instant. Oui, il faut taper ailleurs.
Seulement un mot il a une difficulté.
Judge Luke and Judge Mello. But the judge here this afternoon is the chief judge is Mrs. Delia Coffee Weeks, and we also have Stephanie Barron and Mrs. Janita Harrigan as judges for this. For today's event, the primary school's Kweyol Spelling Bee competition. But so far, based on what we have seen and heard, St. Luke's Primary is in the lead.
Oui.
Yes, but they have all been doing well. And after St. Luke's,
après Saint-Luc, nous avons Woodford qui va suivre. Après ça, nous avons taille. Nous avons taille entre Atkinson et Penville. Ça qui est très intéressant dans d'autres rounds là qui va venir.
Oui, Miriam, c'est mon Woodford Hill. Parce que il y a Woodford Hill. Mais nous avons dire aussi que nous sommes supposés avoir 6 écoles qui ont participé à la compétition. Mais l'école Baroness Patricia Scotland pas ici.
Non.
You pas participer, nous qui you pas là. pas certain pour qui raison, mais c'est 5 étudiants qui nous sont en compétition actuellement. As I was saying, that the Baroness Patricia Scotland Primary is absent at this today's event, and the name of the student who would have been representing the school is Naomi Charles. They are not present here today, so we are left with 5 primary schools participating in this primary schools Creole Spelling Bee competition organized by the Cultural Division and the Committee pour étude Kweyol Kek. And as I said earlier, if you've just joining us, we are on a 15-minute intermission break for refreshments. So the children are having something light to drink and something light to eat as well. Because Modeka dit bon matin avant, Modi vous savez ces enfants là peut-être bien faim avec soif hein.
Yo là pour longtemps.
Oui. Yo tenu pour quitter l'école avec venir ici. Comme ça moi bien content yo ni anti chance pour manger avec boire quelque chose. Moi même t'es bien soif t'aller là. Comme ça moi tenu pour acheter petit tac glow pour moi boire.
And it's very hot.
Mais vous savez que on a ça moi aimer ouais. Ces enfants yo Covid et tout protocole là ça pour faire. Vous savez pour chaque one les venir yo ka nettoyer micro là, yo ka préparer.
Bonne observation Myriam. Bonne observation. Oui, puis nous qu'a fait certain qui tout le monde en bonne santé avec nous pas ni pièce difficulté puis Covid. Parce que chaque étudiant venir aussi venir pour micro yo ni pour scier avec sanitizer et alcool qui laisse là pour faire certain qui personne pas venir malade. Puis nous connaître nous ni plus que 600.
Oui, actuellement.
Positive cases en Dominique actuellement. Et puis qu'à parler comme ça, nous tenons docteur là et puis nous hier à ce expérience que mais moi quand nous l'autre monde nous parler encore comme ça puis nous pas jamais parler trop côté information. Oui, so nous ici avec ministre éducation yo qu'a supporté mouvement ça là pour ni ces enfants là à la compétition ça là qu'a appelé les Kweyol. Ministry of Education, Human Resource Planning and Vocational Training and National Excellence have pledged their support for this activity here and the preservation and promotion of the Creole language. So we heard from the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Education, Mrs. Chandler Hyacinth. She gave her remarks here this afternoon, this morning, and she stressed upon the commitment of the ministry to support and to facilitate all of the work and activities in place for the promotion and preservation of our culture and, of course, our Creole language. We also heard remarks from Elson Matthew. Elson Matthew,
tout ça Kweyol.
Elson Matthew, pas venu pour jouer.
Il parle bien.
Right, because il était des remarks en créole avec toute bagaille en forme. Il parlait contre comment il y a besoin si pour tout le monde. Il parlait contre comment il est important pour préserver le langage créole là, et comment il est important pour préserver et augmenter la culture là. Comme ça, division culture, yo bien content qui ça partenaire et puis Kek a celebrated 40th anniversary, 40 years of existence, and they have been doing very well. They have been very active in terms of preservation and preservation of the Creole language, preservation of culture as well. And Mrs. Akpa, who is the chief, I think she's the
moderator.
Yeah, the moderator, the one that has been, giving the words to the students. She is one of a member of KEC, Committee pour étude Kweyol, and they are here in their numbers supporting the cultural division in this primary schools Creole Bee spelling competition, which is one of the activities for the Festa 2022.
Oui. Et que on a aussi moi apprendre quelque chose déjà parce que là une langue ça apprendre différents bulletins. Là une différentes langues. Quand nous te parler en langage, oui. Quand nous te parler à expérience créole. Anglais si c'est anglais ou quand apprendre nouveau mot anglais, si c'est en créole ou quand apprendre nouveau mot en créole. Alors moi sorti apprendre quelque chose là moi te dit pour demander que on a pour 7 hein parce que il y a 3 différentes façons manière pour ça dire. Pour ça dire merci en l'eau. Merci en pile et merci en chai. Et ça, merci Elson, quitte et puis moi, je dis.
Vous sachez que merci autant.
Tout a dit. Merci en l'eau, merci en pile, merci en chai. Ça dit toi.
Tout correct.
Laisse ça au piscinier.
Merci en l'eau. Pour moi, c'est plus facile.
Moi, merci en pile.
Moi, mais merci en chai.
Mais yo tout ce c'est même métier là. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Ça baby, thank you very much. Et ben c'est ça qui belte créole. Belte créole. Ou ça dit plaisir bitin. Mais connaît pas de langage.
Oui.
Mais moi ça n'est pas le créole, c'est créole moi parler.
Oui.
Anglais aussi. Mais qui va les manières où ça dit thank you very much en anglais.
Thank you very much, Selma.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
It was my pleasure.
Mais il pas même bagarre comme créole là.
Ouais, il pas les mêmes sons hein, même.
I appreciate it.
Ouais.
Il plus belle à créole.
Oui.
Mais c'est shy. Mais c'est low.
Oui.
Ouais, mais nous quand on dit que nous contents pour nous ici. Nous actuellement nous ni intermission puisque Creole Spelling Bee competition là qui continue deuxième mois là. Nous pas là pour nous là pour shoot si nous pas arrêter bon yon comme ça nous ni pour retourner puis nous nouvelles
oui
yes so we have the 13-15 total news package at 1:15 this afternoon, so we should wrap up here at the Alliance Française just before that, just in case if the spelling bee competition goes on beyond 12:30 or so, we would have to wrap up here at the Alliance Française so we can bring you our afternoon news package. But for now, we are here, and we would like to just inform our listeners that we are having a 15-minute intermission, so the students here and teachers and other officials can have a quick break, some time to munch on something. And ok, so qui ça qui ande dans assiette nous actuellement nous ça dit c'est moun là qui ça nous ka manger là.
Nous ni bonbons.
Manger bonbons. Pas roll c'est anglais, Miriam.
Mais comment on dit ça en créole?
Premièrement, comment on dit ça? Parce que ça c'est un hot dog rolls. Mais moi ça c'est un mot français pour ça.
Hot dog?
Comment on dit hot dog? Hein?
Hot dog c'est hot dog hein?
Moi ça veut dire en créole ni un mot pour hot dog.
Saucisse.
Marqué dit à si radio. Marqué dit à si radio.
Moi je pense qu'il y a dans ces saucisses.
Saucisse. Right. So saucisse. Rolls. Râpé.
Oui.
OK, râpé saucisse.
Oui.
Ça c'est français. Non, marqué dit en créole. Puis avant, vous savez, que ni pour actionner moins. En l'autre là nous ni cupcake, c'est bonbon. Et nous ni
sandwich. Sandwich tuna.
Viande,
oui.
c'est ça, un petit bout sandwich
fromage
avec tuna. Right, so c'est ça nous qu'à manger après-midi là, bon matin après-midi là. Ça pas déjeuner, mais ça c'est une question pour ces enfants là qui pour bailler énergie, il y a besoin énergie, il y a besoin glow pour yo ça sentir plus meilleur, en tip top shape.
Oui.
Comme ça, nous connaître comment aller ou pas manger bien, comment cycle à descendre, à baisser, il pas avoir assez d'énergie pour continuer dormir peut-être, Adam monde peut-être pas sentir bien. Comme ça, il est bien important pour ces enfants là en bonne santé avec et puis énergie pour activité là. Right. So again, we are here. Maybe what we can do, we can maybe sort some very short interviews from some of the parents here and officials who would be willing to speak to us before the start of the second round. I observed a parent just in front of us. If you, every time her son is the student from St. Luke's Primary, and every time so far has he spelt a word incorrectly so far? Only one. Right. So every time he comes on and she'll be applaud his and she'll be happy. That's my son, and he's so happy and proud of her son. And his name is Lamar Sabruch from the St. Luke's Primary. He has only gotten one incorrect spelling so far in the competition.
Correction.
And doing well so far. I think all the students are doing well. They have represented their schools, very well, and we want to applaud them. We want to congratulate them and congratulate the schools and teachers for putting in the time and effort to get them ready for this competition. Yes, Miriam?
Correction, he get all his words correct.
Oh, et ça moi qu'a dit, moi savais que je mets I'm wrong. Non,
correction, excusez-moi.
Mais il était tapé tout bon, tout bon. Et puis il est bien avec maman qui assise là, il est tellement content. Moi allez, ouais si moi ça parler bye. Hello, good afternoon to you. How are you?
Thank you.
I was just speaking on the radio and saying that, speaking to my colleagues, saying that you seem so proud of your son. I had to ask you, is that your son?
Yes, it is. Lomas Habaroch. I am very proud of him because he mastered 300 words in 2 weeks. He really
Excuse me?
himself. He truly applied himself. He kept pushing, and he is. It's speaking for itself right now.
You said that they were given 300 words.
They were given 300 words during the Easter break. He mastered these 300 words by the 2nd week of training. So it was just a matter of reinforcement and continuously applying himself. So,
oh my goodness, 300 words. Does he speak Creole?
This is the first time that he's learning this language. I couldn't even help him because I don't speak it. But he took his grandfather's brain, Herbert Sabroch.
Oh. That's my very good friend, Mr. Sabroch. Oh my. Oh, okay, good. So, but you don't speak any Creole whatsoever? Ou pas parler Creole?
Moi pas comprendre, moi pas parler.
Well, that's it. That's a start for you. That's a start.
We're learning together, so I'm very proud of him. Let's see what's to come.
Okay. All right, and he attends the St. Luke's Primary. Tell us about the support that he received. Did he receive any support? Well, of course, receive support from the teachers and others?
100%. The teachers, Sister Anne, everybody has been on point. Even his substitute, they have been collaborating together. They're actually neighbors. So it's a fun rivalry, I like to call it. But 100% support from the St. Luke's team. I can't complain. They're all on board.
What are your impressions of this primary school's Creole Spelling Bee competition? What are your views on it in terms of the aim of preserving and encouraging more of the Creole speaking amongst our populace?
I believe it's a great initiative. It's something that was not implemented in our times, and I think it is necessary to conserve our culture. As they previously mentioned, I think it's necessary to incorporate it across the island. I mean, 5 participants, that's not good enough. I think we need to take the initiative to invest in our children and invest in our culture. And this initiative here, kudos to the organizers. I mean, it encourages the children to be more involved. And at this stage, with their brain at this point in time, it's easy to pick up on these words and to apply themselves. The most important thing is once they're enthusiastic about it, once they see the others getting involved in it, they will automatically be drawn to it. So this is the time to capitalize on infiltrating our schools and ensuring that our children can preserve our future, because they are our future. So we need to invest in them. And this is an excellent initiative to conserve this.
How were they chosen by the school? How was your son chosen to represent his school?
What I loved about it is they selected the students that were keen on spelling generally. So I believe it was a group of 5. Then they all trained together. Then there was a friendly competition amongst themselves. Then the individuals who did the best, they went up against the past winner. And that is how they proceeded with the selection process. So it was an internal competition itself, which I believe encouraged all the students to at least bring their game. So this is how the selection process went on for St. Luke's.
So finally, when he came to you, and said, "Mom, I'm going to represent my school in the Creole Spelling Bee competition," what was your take on that?
With it, I think I was more nervous for him because I could not help him in that regards. But I know he's a child. Once he puts his mind to something, he will get it done. He has a go-getter mentality, which I can appreciate about him. And he applied himself. He said he was going to go for it, and he did that. And as you can tell, he's doing his thing. So I'm very proud.
So far, I'm proud of him as well. It's his first round, but so far he's in the lead. And hopefully, all the best in the second round.
Yes, thank you so much.
And what's your name?
My name is Carissa Sabaruch.
Thank you, Carissa. All the best. Keep pushing and keep encouraging him. All right, take care. Bye-bye. All right, that was the parent, the mother of the student representing the St. Luke's Primary. That's this Lamar Sabaruch. And again, we just want to inform our listeners that you are listening to TBS Radio, bringing to you the primary schools Kweyol B Spelling Bee competition. We are on a short break for snacks, or for some light snacks. And very soon, the students will be back on stage for the second round of this competition. The Cultural Division and Comité Poétique Kweyol KEK organizing this, the 12th edition of this competition. So it's been around for some time. There was a break in 2020 when there was no competition held because of COVID-19. So due to COVID-19, there was no competition in 2020. I'm seeing the host of the, yes, so La Grande Dame Ophelia has now announced the return of the students, the competitors. So we are about to go back to our broadcast of the second round of this competition. So I was just saying that
Can we give them another round of applause?
Division coming together to organize this initiative.
Yes, y'all are nice. How about the refreshments? Refreshments were good?
Let's applaud those who catered and who paid for that. Put your hands together for them. They know themselves. I think I need a reference. So when I'm doing a meeting, you know, I had a Zoom meeting the other day and I'm asking, any refreshments? They don't have that nice Zoom meeting. Papa. Anyway, just throw in a little thing for those who are organizing Zoom meetings. Sometimes organize the other one so we can have a little, you know. What do y'all think? Yeah, let's put our hands together anyhow for organizers. Woo, woo! Okay, we are now ready. If we can settle down again and hand over to Mrs. Sonia Magloire Akpa.
Thank you, Mrs. Marie. Merci. So we're going to continue.
Just a minute. Ms. White Christian, somebody's asking for wipes. Can we give one each to the competitors? Thanks. And as soon as they're served, Mrs. Akpa, you can begin.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Okay, before we continue the competition, I just wanted to, one point, remember that the students got a list of words with more than 250 words on that list to study. They also got an additional list attached to that, okay, with another supplementary list of words. So the words that are being called today could either come from the list of the 250 or from the supplementary list, which is also added, which means they have seen those words before. Now, earlier on, we had a little issue with the young man for in your way and in your wa. All right? I made the error because I did not realize that in your way was also on the supplementary list. So we gave him an additional word. So I wanted to just explain that to you all. Okay, on the main list, there was in your wa, but on the supplementary list that they have seen before, there was also in your way. So when the teacher indicated that it was not on their list, I looked at the main list, I did not look at the supplementary. Okay, so this was the error that happened. So the students can have a word from either the main list or the supplementary list. Okay? So I just wanted to clarify that so that everyone understands. All right? Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yes, you can get it. Let's go.
Okay, merci, Mrs. White Christian. So we're moving along.
Charlie, don't worry about it.
So you have Atkinson, then Christian Union, excuse me, St. Luke's. Then I think Woodford Hill, and I know Kia is one, Penville.
Okay. Okay. Ok, excusez-moi. Bon, nous commencer encore. So we're moving on. We have 20 rounds and we're going on to round 12. Okay, so the first student, please come forward. Journée. Journée.
Journée. Joune accent grave.
Sorry, that's incorrect. It's journée. Jounen. Journée. Okay. Next student. Remember to say the word before you spell it and after you spell it. Okay? Changer. Gourmet. Gourmet.
Gourmet. Joumen.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Gourmet is Goumen. Gourmet. Goumen. St. Luke's, the word is champignon. Champignon.
Champignon. Champignon. Champignon.
Bon. Woodford Hill. Nenen. Nenen.
Nenen. Nenen.
Bon. Repeat the word. Remember to repeat the word. And you need to come closer to the mic when you're spelling, okay? And repeat the word. All right. We're moving on. Yampin. Yampin.
Yampe. Yampen. Yampe.
Bon. Moving on to round 13. Atkinson, your word is fouinette. Fouinette.
Fouinette. Fwinnet. Fouinette.
Sorry, you're missing an accent. You have an error. It's fouinette. It's F-W-I-Y-E grave T. Fouinette. F-W-I-N-E-T. But you missed it. There was a grave accent on the E. Okay, so it's F-W-I-N-E grave T. Fouinette. Christian Union, your word is gaspiller. Gaspiller.
Gaspiller. E accent acute. W E accent acute.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Gaspiller, Gaspie, acute. Gaspiller. Piche. Piche.
Piche. P-I-T-J-E accent acute IA. Piche.
Bon. Woodford Hill. And your word is imaginer. Imaginer.
Imagine. I-M-A-G-I.
Try, come on. Continue. Your time is up. Sorry. Okay, imagine is I-M-A-J-I-N-E acute. Imagine. Okay? Penville Primary, your word is Nimewo. Nimewo.
Nimewo. N-I-M-E with an acute accent. W-O. Nimewo.
Bon. Moving right along to round 14. À présent. À présent.
À présent. A-P-W-E accent acute Z-A-N. À présent.
Bon. À genoux. À genoux.
À genoux. A-J-O-U-N-O-U.
Bon. Bégayer. Bégayer.
Bégayer. B-E accent acute IA. G-E accent acute IA. Y-E accent acute IA. Bégayer.
Bon. Next student. Changer. Changer.
Changer. C-H-O-N-G-E with an acute accent. Changer.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Changer. C-H-O-N-J-E acute. C-H-O-N-J-E acute. Changer. Approcher. Approcher.
Approcher. A-P-W-O-C-H-E with an acute accent. Approcher.
Bon. Moving on to round 15. Okay, Atkinson Primary. Your word is embêter. Embêter.
Embêter. O-N-B-E accent acute. T-E accent acute. Embêter.
Sorry, that's incorrect. It's embêté is A-N-B-E acute, T-E acute. Embêté. Christian Union. Bonsoir. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. B-O-U-N-S-W-E acute. Bonsoir.
Sorry, that's incorrect. There's no U. Bonsoir. It's B-O-N-S-W-E grave. Bonsoir. St. Luke's Primary. Gorgé. Gorgé.
Gorgé. G-W-O accent guavale O-A. J-E accent acutale I-A. Gorgé.
Bon. Okay, Woodford Hill. Foncé. Foncé.
F-O-N S, il fait écoute accent foncé.
Bon. Dimanche. Dimanche.
Dimanche. D-I-M-A-N-C-H. Dimanche.
Bon. Okay, moving right along to round 16. Poipté. Poipté.
Poipté. P-W-O accent grave. P-T-E accent acute.
Bon. Christian Union. Breadex. Breadex.
Breadex. B-R-E-D-E-U-X.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You left out your accents and there's no U. Breadex. B-R-E grave. D-E grave. K-S. Breadex. St. Luke's. Accepté. Accepté.
Accepté. A-K-S-E accent grave ale I-A. P-T-E accent acute ale I-A. Accepté.
Bon. Next student. Démêlé. Démêlé.
Repeat it again, please.
Démêlé.
Démêlé. D-E, il fait écoute accent. M, il fait écoute accent. L, il fait écoute accent. Démêlé.
Bon. Penville. Goyer. Goyer.
Guaye. G-W-A-Y-E with an acute accent. Guaye.
Bon. Moving along to round 17. Gommier. Gommier.
Gomye. G-O-M. G-O-M. Y-E. Accent acute.
I'm sorry, you left out an N. It's Gomye is G-O-N-M-Y-E acute. G-O-N-M-Y-E acute. Chembe. Chembe.
C. Chebe. C. C-H. E. Grave. B. E. Acute. N.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Chembe is T-J-E-N-B-E acute. T-J-E-N-B-E acute. Chembe. Ensemble. Ensemble.
Ensemble. A-N-S-A-N-M. Ensemble.
Bon. Information. Information.
Repeat.
Information.
Information. E-N-F-O. Grave accent. M-A. S-Y-O-N. Information.
Bon. Belle-mère. Belle-mère.
Belle-mère. B-E with a grave accent. L-M-E with a grave accent. Belle-mère.
Bon. Okay. Round 18. L'appuyer. L'appuyer.
L'appuyer. L-A-N-M-P P-W-E accent acute.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. L'appuyer is L-A-P-W-I-Y-E grave. L'appuyer. Next student. Accoucher. Accoucher.
Accoucher. A-K-O-U-C-H-E. Acute. Accoucher.
Bon. Mamzelle. Mamzelle.
Mamzelle. M-A-N-M-Z-E. Accent grave I-A-L. Mamzelle.
Bon. Vieillesse. Vieillesse.
Vieillesse. V-Y-E with an acute accent. Y-E with a grave accent is vieillesse.
Bon. Penville. Sommeil. Sommeil.
Sommeil. SONM. E with a grave accent Y. Sommeil.
Bon. 2 more rounds to go. We're on round 19. Application. Application.
Application. APLICATION. Application.
I'm sorry, you have an error. We left out A. It's application. APLICASYON. Application. Médicament. Médicament.
Médicament. MEDICA. MEDICAYE.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Médicament. M-E acute. D-I-K-A-M-A-N. Médicament. St. Luke's. La besoin. La besoin.
La besoin. LABOUZWE. Accent grave avec IA. La besoin.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. La besoin. L-A-B-O-U-Z-W-E-N. L-A-B-O-U-Z-W-E-N. La besoin. Accouchement. Accouchement.
Accouchement. AKOUCHMAN. Accouchement.
Bon. Penville. Désespéré. Désespéré.
Désespéré. D-E with an acute accent. Z-E with a grave accent. P-E with an acute accent. W-E with an acute accent. Désespéré.
I'm sorry, you left out an S. It's désespéré. D-E acute. Z-E grave. S-P-E acute. W-E acute. Okay, on our final round, round 20, our final round. Coup de main. Coup de main.
Coup de main. K-O-U-D-M-E accent grave.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Coup de main. K-O-U-D-M-E-N. Coup de main. Okay, moving along. Débatcher. Débatcher.
Débatcher. D-E-B-A-C-H-E. Grave. A grave.
Sorry, that's incorrect. You left out the accent on the first E. Debache is D-E acute, B-A-T-J-E acute. Debache. La Parole. La Parole.
La Parole. L-A-P-A-W-O accent guavale O-A-L. La Parole.
Bon. Okay. Zami. Zami.
Zami. Z-A-M. Repeat.
Zami.
Zami. Z-A-N-M-I. Zami.
Bon. Penville, your word is l'amour. L'amour.
L'amour. L-A-N-M-O-U. L'amour.
Bon. So that takes us to the end of our 20 rounds for the spelling bee. The judges will now tally their points to see what the scores are and if we need to have a tiebreaker. Okay, so just give the judges a few minutes to tally their points. Let's see if we have a clear winner or if we need to break the tie. Merci en pile.
All right, this is DBS Radio, and for those who have been tuned in, you are listening to the Primary School's Kweyol Spelling Bee competition by the Cultural Division and the Comité pour Études Kweyol KEC. The competition is over. The judges are tallying the points. They will get back to us about if they will let us know. They will inform us if there was a tie. If there was a tie, or there is a tie, there will be some words given to break that tie. So that is what we are doing right now. We are waiting the judges' decision on the competition and the outcome of the competition. But we are getting set at DBS for our 13:15 news package. It's at 1:15, so we may have to come to the end of our broadcast on radio, but live streaming continues on Facebook. So to all our viewers, we would like to inform you that we will continue live streaming of this competition on Facebook. And we will right now wrap up our broadcast so we can go over to studio so we can bring you our 1:15 news package. But it was a pleasure bringing you this this activity here, the Primary School's Kweyol Spelling Bee competition. Thank you so much for staying tuned with us and listening to the students from the 5 primary schools across the island. Once again, the Atkinson Primary, Baroness Patricia Scotland Primary, Christian Union Primary, Penville Primary, and St. Luke's Primary. So we can maybe listen to the host as we are now getting set for the judges' results. Yeah, so the head judge is approaching the stage. She will give us the results of the competition. And the head judge is Delia Coffee Wicks.
Let's give all. Before I give you the results, I want to thank the teachers who prepared the students
And I just want to remind teachers that there are some basic rules when we are preparing students for Kweyol Spelling Bee. Make sure that the children understand that there is one sound for each letter or each letter combination in Kweyol. There are also some letters that appear in the English alphabet that do not appear in the Kweyol alphabet. C, with the hard K sound, does not exist in the Kweyol alphabet. Anytime you hear K, is a K. The only time you find a C, it would have to be in combination with H, as in shime. Okay? So make sure that you acquaint yourselves properly with the sounds that go with each letter or letter combination so we can help the students to learn better. Now, the students have done very well. Those schools that were not represented did not do as well as the 5 schools who are present here. So let us give the 5 schools here a round of applause. And now on to the results. Because we have 5 schools, I will tell you who came 3rd, who came 2nd, and who came 1st. But before I give you the results, Mrs. White Christian wants you to suffer a little bit. So we're going to offer participation trophies to every school represented here.
All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it, the primary school's Kweyol Spelling Bee competition. We're still awaiting the results. At this time, they are offering participation trophies and tokens to the students. But we will definitely let you know who the winner is for this year's primary school spelling bee competition. But we will have to cut our broadcast short for now so we can take you back to studio while we get set for the 1:15 news package. But we'll continue live streaming on Facebook. I would like to say on behalf of my colleagues, Miriam Luke and Jamasha Melo, it was a pleasure bringing you this broadcast. It's your plaisir kameneo primary school's Kweyol Bee spelling competition. Par bon compliment cultural division ever committee PET Kweyol. No more say Kiwana Fontaine Wilson. We're taking you back to DBS Radio, Master Control.
Lawrence to come up to assist with the distributing of the participation trophies.
So in order of appearance, first we have representing Atkinson Primary, Radhika Frederick. Representing the Christian Union Primary, Samuel Innocent. Representing St. Luke's Primary, Lama Sabroch. Representing Woodford Hill Primary, Peniel Nogaris. You have to excuse me, I'm neither his nene nor his mother or father. And finally, representing Penville Primary, Kia Roberts.
Thank you, Mr. Lawrence. So before we continue, we are still in the participation area, so thanks, Mr. Lawrence. We'll now call on a representative from Fine Foods to distribute some packages as well to all our participants.
And as Mr. Lawrence is going off, give him a round of applause.
So each participant, you'll receive a token.
So the participant for Atkinson Primary, Radhika Frederick. Followed by the participant for Christian Union Primary, Samuel Innocent. You can put your bags down because you have to come up here a few times, so just put your things by your chair. Then from St. Luke's Primary, Lama Sabroch. Woodford Hill Primary, Penyel Nagais. Just keep saying it behind me.
Thank you. Oh, yes, Penville.
And Penville Primary, Kia Roberts.
Yes, stay there.
And contestant number 6, delay coffee weeks.
Thank you very much, Fine Foods. And now we'll call on Dr. Jeffrey Bless to assist us with the positioning, the distribution of the trophies for the top 3 positions. So, Chief Judge, all yours now. Now you can announce your top 3.
Make Dr. Bless feel welcome as he comes. So, in 3rd place, with a total of 30 points, representing Penville Primary, Kia Roberts. You can keep clapping, she deserves it. In 2nd position, representing which school? Woodford Hill Primary, Kenya Nagais. And in 1st place, coming from which part of the island? Can I hear you? One more time. Representing St. Luke's Primary, Lamar Sabroch. Let's hear it for him. And we would also like the teacher for the St. Luke's Primary to come on stage to receive the plaque that will remain at the school until our next spelling bee. People clap for Miss Na. And for being a, thank you, Dr. Blaise. So you're not clapping for him then? And for being Chief Judge, Mrs. Wicks will now receive her award.
Thank you, Mrs. Wicks. She didn't expect to get an award for true. And we will call also on Mrs. Akpa, our moderator, to receive a small token. Mrs. Magloire Akpa. Tasha, come closer. Come in the middle. Yes, picture perfect. Mrs. Baron. Mr. Henry. Mrs. Harrigan. And our special lady of song, who was our host this morning, Mrs. Olivatre Marie. Thank you very much, Ms. Peltier, for your assistance. And I guess now it's my time to just say thank you to everybody. Thank you to all the schools who participated. We would have had 7 schools, but COVID, up to this morning, one of our participants tested positive, so we ended up with 5. But we had 5 good competitors. And I want to say thank you very much, teachers. Thank you, schools, for consenting to be part of this competition. We knew it was not easy, especially as the students were online for most of the first term and some of the second term, and you still came through. Thank you very much. We want to, yes, give them a round of applause. We want to also thank the staff of the Division of Culture for always supporting and always being ready to work alongside the Ministry of Education and KEC. This is a wonderful partnership, and we are hoping that it can only grow from strength to strength with all this new vigor and energy and new vibes that the Cultural Division is now bringing to the fore. Thank you very much, Division of Culture. Thank you to the media who is here with us this morning. Thank you for carrying our broadcast live. Thank you to DBS. Thank you to GIS, always there for us whenever we need you. And to all the other media houses who are here, thank you very much. I also want to thank in a special way all the members of KEC who came through to ensure that this function was possible. The staff of the Ministry of Education, Curriculum Development. Thank you very much. A special thank you to Miss Marita Hyacinth for always being ready and willing to help, and Miss Candy Robinson and Miss Juliana Paul. Thank you very much. Thank you to Dr. Blaise for allowing our schools to even be here this morning, because we know that quite a few of our students are sick as it relates to the flu or even COVID. I just want to say thanks again to the Alliance Française for allowing us to have this venue at no cost to us every year. And as we continue to go forth, I just want to say thanks to those of you all who are listening live, thanks to those who are viewing, and a special thanks, finally, to our Permanent Secretary, Mrs. Hyacinth, who is always ready and willing to support anything that we are doing as it relates to language development in our schools, specifically Kweyol. So once again, thank you everyone, and do have a blessed day. And for those of you all who are going far, please be safe on the road. Have a blessed afternoon, everybody. Wait, but before you go, we have something very special. Fine Foods is one of our sponsors, and they've been sponsoring us every year for the past 12 years. And this year, they have a special treat for our students. So students, you will go in a very orderly fashion. You are going to get some free snacks, okay, from Fine Foods. Some Doritos and Cheetos and Lay's and Fritos and Ruffles and sour cream and onion chips. You're also going to be getting some Turbo and some popsicles, because it's very hot. So we have some popsicles for you from Fine Foods. We are going to go in a very orderly fashion. So we are going to start from my right. So the students of Newtown Primary and at Kingston Primary, you will go first, followed by Penville, then CUM, then St. Luke's, then CUM and Woodfordale. The winners, please don't rush off, because there are some things that I would like to let you know of before you leave. So let's go very orderly to the Fine Foods table to receive your free snacks. After we have given the students, maybe adults, you may get one. Thank you. So, for those of you who want to take photographs, you can take them after, but we are going to start to do some photos with our students first. All right, onto the stage area.